Hey everyone, Larry Bailey, Mortgage Workflow Partners. It is September 19th, 2023, and we are gathered here today again every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you're watching Luma Cat back there, she is not a decoration. We are decorating for Halloween. My wife is a Halloween fanatic, and we'll leave it at that. She was out there with a headlight putting up Halloween lights around our fence. So there you go. We are going to have a very special day. Marissa was out there too. I was out there like with a power drill replacing lights and the pumpkins and everything else. It was good times, good times. So listen, we get together, like I said, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We get together as a community, and today is an awesome time because we're going to have a couple of folks actually speak about things that they were working through as a community. Also want to give a huge shout out here. On October 3rd, we are going live again. I'm going back into live classes. So for $2,500, which gives you access for a full 12 months to all material in here, we're going to be starting with a relaunch of 23.3, Admin's Mastery Encompass, going from top to bottom, like you guys know I love to do, explaining everything in detail, why things happen, where things happen, what's connected to which. So if yourself, or if you know anybody else who would really love to have training from the inside out so they can really understand how Encompass is meant to work and how Encompass settings are best practice set up, definitely refer them over to that and join. Again, that's October 3rd, and I'll put the link in the notes. And today we're going to be focusing in on the tables and fees. I'm sorry, Sharon. Budgets are tight. I appreciate that, but for $200 a month, I'm pretty sure the value's there. So it's your job to go fight for the money. All I can do is bring it to you. So we're going to be going over tables and fees today. 23.3 has a ton of updates. One of the things we're going to talk about today is tables and fees. There's a lot to be aware of. And again, as an administrator, a lot of times you're kind of hearing from what the business is sharing to you. This is one of those moments, and it doesn't happen often, where you can go back to business and say, hey, listen, you need to be, what are we doing about AMI? What are we doing about Fannie conventional or Fannie county limits? What are we doing about our FHA county limits that are going to be changing like they always do sometime in November, December, but don't go into effect until January 1 kind of a thing. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to go over Document Manager. Today we had a thread that went on during this week about Document Manager. I've done that before. I continue to be a huge fan of Document Manager for after the initial underwrite, and I'll explain that on screen. And then our very own Amy Blum is going to go through, and she's going to show us the where I didn't give enough love, and thank you for calling me out on it, Amy, enough love to the bulk upload. So for those that are doing TPO business where you're purchasing loans, you're going to watch Amy share the love on that. So thank you very much. And before we get in, again, these are always for you. We can have 8 other people up here on stage besides me. Does anyone have any questions that they want to go through? Anything that's coming up in your life? Anything that you want to see, that you want to ask to see how somebody else would speak to it? If you do, now is the time. And so we're about the 5-minute mark. For those that are listening to this on replay, make sure you get over to mortgage.community to watch the entire video, especially Amy's demonstration, because we want to see what she gets right and what she needs to explain further as she goes through it. Just giving Amy a hard time. And then I'll go through the Document Manager piece, which is great to watch because, yeah, I know, no pressure, Amy. And then, of course, we'll get into tables and fees and any other questions that come up. So definitely tune in and get over to watch that.